MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the San Diego Padres. Hi again, everybody. It's finally here. Welcome to our special opening day edition of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club.
The game's count starting now. It's opening day. It's the show. And it's coming up next. Blake Snell gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
We're looking at one of the top pitchers in the league right now. ERA just above 3 last year, which is saying something. This guy commands the strike zone. He's not afraid to throw strike one, controls the running game. A real solid pitcher, and if he pitches like he did last year, expect more of the same in this campaign.
Here it comes. Nick Ahmed is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
First pitch, 111.
The windup and the 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
The beauty of that sequence right there, the fastball in, now to change up away, is where do you go as a hitter? Do you cover away? Do you cover the heater in? You can't do both. You have to pick a side of the plate and hope that's where he goes.
Time now to look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today.
Christian Walker comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2. Can't complain a bit about the weather here. 75 degrees our temperature at first pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. That one's in there. 3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
One out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him.
Not too often you see an at-bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
In now, David Peralta. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
If the offense didn't already know, man on the mound's got his A-game fastball working today.
clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
Only one strike away from throwing a very strong first inning to begin the ball game. He looks sharp.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Diamondbacks down in order, and now the Padres get their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Into the box, Tommy Pham. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The left fielder, Tommy Pham.
Now here's the pitch.
Off the plate, ball one.
The 1-0 is in there for strike one. There's a foul ball off to the right side, and that'll move the count to 1-2. And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2. Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2. Jake Cronenworth will be next. Now the payoff pitch home. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
The second baseman.
Stepping in next, Jake Cronenworth. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first, and he just manages to get his hand in. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball one.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Here it comes, 1-0. Runners off for second. Pitch is a called strike. The throw is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely.
I think coming into this series, they knew he was one of the guys that were going to have to keep quiet. But he's setting the tone right here in the first with the steal of second. He could end up being a big factor.
And here's a fastball, not close as he runs it to 2-1 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. Pham leads off second with nobody out. Fouled away. Another 2-2.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
Now the 3-2 pitch is in there. A called strike 3.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatís Jr. as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2.
Put that in a memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
And another foul ball. Runner at second here with one man out. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering.
Down 2-2.
Fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Here's Manny Machado now. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. Comes set, the 0-1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Next pitch will be number 24 in this long first inning. And that's upstairs, running the count to 3-1.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1, you're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
And now here is Eric Hosmer. His prior history versus this arm, he's 1 for 3. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
0-1 to the count.
Two men are on with 2 men out. A ball and a strike to the Padres' first baseman. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
The 2-1 pitch. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. And the 2-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. Couple of walks in the inning, but nothing on the scoreboard. We're off to the second, scoreless on the show. All set for the start of the inning. Maybe that'll bring up the infielder, Ketel Marte. Now the first pitch.
Back outside.
The 1-0. Count now a ball and a strike. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Into the windup and the pitch.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him. So we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. As with 1 away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Long run for the center fielder. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
The third baseman, number 5,
Eduardo Escobar standing in. Previous history with Blake Snell. He's hitless in 6 tries. First offering on its way.
Well located fastball right there. If he can continue to do that, he'll pitch deep into this one.
And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now.
1-2.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Changeup laid off down around the shins.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take it.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Will Myers.
leading up for the Padres, the right fielder, Will Myers.
First pitch of the AB now. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
And it's fouled away. Had the weight back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. fouled off. Lifted down the line in left. Peralta on the move. And he makes the catch in the corner.
Batting seventh, the catcher.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And let's focus on Cole Calhoun. I feel one of the most underrated ball players in all the game. Gold Glove winner, makes some real highlight plays out there. Just got a nice feel for the game.
That'll bring up Austin Nola. Hit well on the ground to first. Oh, way to get dirty. It's there. He got him.
Outstanding play over there at first. That ball was headed for the hole, but he pulled it in on a dive. Then great presence of mind to take it himself for the out.
In to hit will be Trent Grisham. As he'll take a look at ball one. His career numbers in this matchup, he's 1 for 2. The 1-0.
Well, they're certainly letting you know as an offensive unit that they're going to be patient. As a pitcher on the mound right now, you have to recognize that and start attacking in the zone early.
The count now at 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
There's ball 4.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him. Good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Stepping up is Blake Snell. First pitch of the AB now. This is skied into short left center. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for San Diego, who'll move to the 3rd with no score. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off to 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Calhoun swings the bat and throws from the left side and stands in at 5'10" tall. He was an 8th round selection back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2. Swing and a miss as he starts the 3rd the same way he ended the 2nd with a punch out, 1 away.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. What happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Standing in now, Carson Kelly. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Pitch on the way.
Ball inside.
And he fouls this one off. Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Back goes Grisham. He makes the running play. 2 down. Well, that was certainly a tough play, and worth taking another look with Showtrack. Seemed to get a pretty good read off the bat, carved out a nice route, and ended up covering over 110 feet to make the play. I'm sure he's happy with himself about that one. At the plate, Zach Gallen. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Diamondbacks down in order. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Bottom of the 3rd now, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Tommy Pham. Here's the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. One and one to San Diego's leadoff batter. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And the 2-1.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
And at the plate is Jake Cronenworth. They still wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. First time up, he went down looking. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Called strike, and he's behind 1 and 2. Looped out toward 3rd. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first.
Man, this one is hard to figure. Makes the play on the ball, and the transfer looked good. Then he just sails this thing way over the first baseman's head into the stands. Bad news, it's an E5. The good news, some fan just snagged the souvenir.
Up next is Fernando Tatís Jr. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it's gone onto the lower basket of the Western Metal Building. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. First home run of the campaign for him as the Padres have taken a 2-0 lead.
that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number one, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
And in steps Manny Machado. A ball and no strikes. To a base on balls his first time up. The pitch is circle changed just a bit inside, and it's 2-0 now.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
2 balls and a strike to count. The 2-1 home. Fouled away. Still only 1 out in the inning. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Hit in the air down the right field line.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Popped up. And there to bring it in is Cabrera for out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
So 2 out, nobody on. And standing in, here's the first baseman, Eric Hosmer. The pitch. On the ground to third. Scooped up. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. The Padres get a couple of runs in the inning on the 2-run home run. We've played 3 full. It's now 2-0 San Diego. Ready now is Nick Ahmed. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Here's the pitch.
Nope. Ball 1. Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Here comes the 1-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And both guys throwing the country hardball so far. Top speeds of 95 and 97. Digging in will be Christian Walker. Struck out in his first at-bat. Here it comes. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Now back, left fielder, David Peralta.
Next up, David Peralta. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. The 1-1 home.
Inside, ball one.
Diamondbacks still searching for that first hit of the ball game. And that one yanked just foul. The 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Swung on but fouled off to the left. A payoff pitch one more time. Fouled off. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. Another one sent foul. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
So stepping in is Ketel Marte. 0 for 1, went down looking his first time up.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to...
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the third out. One left for Arizona. They trail things here 2-0. Just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Thank you, Heidi. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Will Myers.
I'm interested to see how focused their ABs will be playing with this lead. I think this needs to be a little bit of a smell blood inning. Keep the fire rolling. I know it's early, but keep the pressure going. Swinging the bat's nice.
The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Falls behind at the count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
3-0 now.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
A rare 3-0 curveball drops in, 3-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Calhoun coming on, but this will land untouched.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. He'll try it again, 3-2. And he fouls this one off. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
The catcher.
And now in the box, Austin Nova. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
1 ball, no strikes to count. One and one the count now. Now a throw over, and he'll get back in safely. The 1-1. Myers gets his lead at first, nobody out. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. The 2-2. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. To Cabrera for one, on to first, and they get the double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
To the plate now, Trent Grisham. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Worked a walk in his first plate appearance. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
3-0 the count.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
2 runs on just 1 hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. And that misses for ball 4, and the Friars are going to have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Digging in now for San Diego, Blake Snell flew out in his only at-bat so far. Now the first pitch. And they start him out away with a cold strike.
0-1's the count.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
The 1-1 home. Two out with the man at first. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Padres lead 1, but they're on top 2-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Torey Lovello about the Diamondbacks' offensive production, and he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
the second baseman, Vasgersian.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Asdrubal Cabrera will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
Very weakly on the ground.
Halfway to the plate, this hitter's wondering why he even pulled the trigger on that. His hands feel like he's being stung by wasps right now.
Fouled away. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
3-2, full count. Now the payoff pitch home. He spoils another one and will do it again. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly, and the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
The third baseman, number 5, Eduardo Escobar.
One out, bases empty, and that'll bring up Eduardo Escobar. First offering on its way. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. Looks like double-barreled action now in the San Diego bullpen as they get a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. That's wide, 2-0. Three and 0 now. Bases are empty, one man out. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Check swing, but he makes contact and hits it out in front of the plate. And there are 2 away now.
Up next for the Diamondbacks.
I'm no hitting coach, but I know they always preach, if you're going to swing, swing. Second guessed himself on that one.
Into the box, Cole Calhoun. As he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now the 1-0. Hit hard, but this lands foul down there to make it 1-1.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Good pitch there. Had him a little out in front.
Hey, offense needs to check itself right here. They need to make this starter a little bit more uncomfortable. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
And he struck him out. His 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They're down 2-0. Now at the plate is Tommy Pham. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the AB now. In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0. And now some action in that Arizona bullpen as it looks like they'll have both a lefty and a righty up to throw. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A ball and a strike.
Down 1-1.
A ball and 2 strikes.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
The 1-2. High in the air down the right field line. Here he comes again, 1-2.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
Into right field, that's a base hit.
That's the only way to combat a nasty cutter. You have to find a way to fight to stay inside that baseball and drive it the other way.
At the plate now, Jake Cronenworth.
1-0.
As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Pham aboard here at first with nobody out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Here comes the 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
The great equalizer, the changeup. That was a really good job of getting him to offer that one out of the zone, and it was all set up by the fact that he got ahead in the count and forced the hitter to have to protect. That's the name of the game.
Alex Young enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. Into the box now, Fernando Tatís Jr. Pitch out, nothing doing. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. Now the 1-1 pitch. Little slide step action there, Dan.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And there he goes towards second. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Throw over to first. Runner back standing. Another try at 2-2. Little chopper back to the mound. One there, and nearly a double play. It was closer than I thought it would be, and the inning will continue.
No real chance from the roll two that time. He's just too quick coming out of the batter's box. You basically have to make a perfect turn on a hard hit ball to double him up. Now they need to keep an eye on him over at first.
And it'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres. Manny Machado, lifetime against this particular arm. He's 0 for 4. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. A runner on first with 2 away. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give the guy at first a chance to run.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Throw over to the bag, and he's back standing. Set and the 1-2 pitch. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. Now a move over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Tatís rounds third and is digging for the plate. He comes across to score as they push their lead to 3 now.
And you know, there's just so few places in the strike zone where you can keep this guy from hitting the ball hard. That really is not that bad of a pitch. Just a little bit down and away, but he's all over it, and he cashes in a run on the double.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is in,
and a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 0-1.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
0-2 count and the pitch.
Count 1-2.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
The 1-2. Two out here and a runner at second. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And that ends the inning. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. 5 innings complete. It's now 3-0 San Diego. So now into the box is Carson Kelly. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Hit hard on the ground to the right, and the Diamondbacks have their first hit of the game.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Geraldo Perdomo will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. As a look, now the pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
Kelly on at first, nobody out. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Well, these guys haven't had too many opportunities yet to test the running game in this one, so they could decide to put a man in motion right here.
3-1 to him now. And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. And Tatís is there for out number 1.
The bat, number 13, shortstop, Nick Ahmed.
So now to the plate, Nick Ahmed. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball 1. And ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Two-one, here it is.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
So now to the plate, Christian Walker. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. One 0 count. Here it is.
Can't waste getting the leadoff runner on in this situation. Someone's got to bear down and get a big knock.
1-1.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
Smoke toward the hole. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. They'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
The bat,
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offensive side. Down in the count right there. Batter hits a ground ball the other way. He's able to fight off a tough count and get himself a base hit.
Now the skipper of the Padres is up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Emilio Pagan trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. At the plate, David Peralta. Right side, but it's well foul. It was a walk in his last trip. The 0-1 pitch to third. Machado is there, and the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. Diamondbacks strand a pair, still down 3-0. Chris Davinsky is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day. Bottom of the 6th inning now. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Will Myers. First offering on its way. And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here comes the 1-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Standing in now, Austin Nola. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. No hits to this point. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. Now the 1-1 pitch. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. Too high, ball 3. Swing and a line drive to left. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
The center fielder, number 2.
To the plate now, Trent Grisham, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A couple of walks for him thus far. And he takes this one high, 1-1. Nola, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Here comes the 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Brian O'Grady will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 24, Brian.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. Comes set and the 0-1. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Ahmed is there and the side is retired. One left for San Diego, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Craig Stammen is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 34, Craig Stammen.
Seventh inning ready to roll. And that'll bring up the infielder Ketel Marte. First delivery to him. Now a swing and he pops it foul behind the plate. And he will make a quick basket catch behind the plate for the first out. Now to bat as Dribble Cabrera. Lifetime versus Craig Stammen. He's 1 for 4. He's set and the pitch.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
This offense has been underachieving all day, putting way too much pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
2 strikes.
Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. And it's fouled away. Ball and 2 strikes to Cabrera. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2-2 now.
Here now the 2-2.
The count is full. 3-2.
Eduardo Escobar waits on deck. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Myers is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The third baseman, number 5, Eduardo Escobar.
So here's Eduardo Escobar. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
Here's the 0-2.
At the ball.
Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. High in the air out to center field. Grisham will wait on it. And that will retire the side. Diamondbacks down in order. They trail it here 3-0.
7th inning, stretch.
Yohan Lopez gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th.
Number 50.
The San Diego batting order turns over and set to go. Tommy Pham, last time through, was a base hit. Now the first pitch.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
Pham with an even 1-1 count now. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Now the 2-1 pitch. It looked like the fastball got away from him there.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And the throw is there to record the first out. So next to bat will be Jake Cronenworth. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Now the 0-1.
That's a ball. I got a ball, 1 strike.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Popped him up. Kelly is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now the shortstop, Fernando Tatís Jr.
Fernando Tatís Jr. will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. He's set, here it comes. Two out, nobody on. Into the corner and slicing foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. One hit in the inning, but that gets erased. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Padres 3 and the Diamondbacks nothing.
Your attention, please.
So the call's gone out for the right-hander Mark Melanson as he'll take over on the mound. Stepping in now, Cole Calhoun. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Again, a 1-2. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Mm. 3-2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Into the box, Carson Kelly. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
Line drive snagged on a short hop, and there's out number 2.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Tim LaCastro gets the call as a pinch hitter, and he'll get a chance with 2 out and the bases empty. Now the first pitch. Here's the pitch. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
One pitch away from wrapping up a very good innings work out of the bullpen here.
Now this is on the ground for Hosmer over there at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They trail in this one 3-0.
Trust me when I tell you no exceptions to the rule. Bringing blessings when I move. Special on my essence, I'm a...
Ryan Buchter is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 52, Ryan Buchter.
So now here is Manny Machado, 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Third baseman, Manny Machado.
From the stretch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, you could tell his eyes lit up on that ball right there. It was a little up, but it was out over the plate. Tough pitch to pull, and this guy's known for going deep pull side.
The 0-2 home, and they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Shin high, that's taken for a ball.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
This is a pitch I think we'll see a lot from him in this game. The cutter darting in on the hitters in the opposite batter's box. It can be a real effective pitch when it's located well, and that one was right there.
Eric Hosmer to the plate now as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now the 1-0 is laid off, put in there for strike 1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. One out, nobody on. Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. High pop up. And there's out number 2.
Up next to the Padres, the right fielder, Will Myers.
So next to hit is Will Myers. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Hey, find a way right here. 2 outs. This guy has come in throwing bullets. If he can get this team into the dugout right here with another donut and they regroup, start passing the baton a little bit, we got ourselves some action.
A 1-2 count to Will Myers. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here's another 1-2. Now a curveball misses inside. Fouled off. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Still 2-2. Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego, but they lead it 3-0. Keone Kela takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Batting order turns over now and set to go. Nick Ahmed struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. Right to him. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The first baseman, Walker.
Next to hit, Christian Walker. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First offering. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Now, this guy's got some of the nastiest stuff in the game, and it is absolutely no fun for an offense to try and piece together any type of attack when he's throwing this stuff.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Fly ball out toward right field. After it is Myers. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Next to the Diamondbacks.
There's a deep fly ball. Doesn't quite get out of the ballpark, but it hits in the right spot as it bounces off that hard warning track and over the wall for a ground rule double. Not sure if he had triple on his mind, but I doubt he'll complain too much about getting to coast into second base.
First offering on its way. David Peralta stands in as he looks at a called strike. Walker leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. A count of 1 ball, 1 strike to David Peralta.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Three and 1 to the Diamondbacks left fielder.
Well, tying run on deck. He should get something really good to hit right here in a 3-1 count. I'd be sitting on a fastball middle in.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. One out and a runner on second base. Full count still. Payoff pitch one more time. Fastball too high, ball 4.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Ketel Marte. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
You got to love guys auto taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike, and now you go to work, just picking apart the corners.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Wow, you never want the tying run on base, especially that way. Looked like he lost his release point, and the ball ran inside until it caught him. Now we'll see if he can work around it.
At the plate now, Asdrubal Cabrera, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. the 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
From the belt, the pitch. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
I'm not going to lie, I thought he lost it right there. He had no feel for the baseball, missing wildly several balls in a row, but able to attack the zone right now. Let's see if he gets back into it.
Bases are loaded here, one man out. Has dribbled Cabrera ahead in a 3-1 count now.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And this is a great example of what happens when you can't find the strike zone. The first walk of the inning looked harmless enough, but this one brings a runner home. Self-inflicted wounds are always the hardest to swallow.
Dalton Varsho will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 12, Dalton.
Striding in is Eduardo Escobar, trying here to plate the tying run from second. He's set, and the pitch.
I always remember John Smoltz telling me, the greatest asset a closer can have is short-term memory. And this situation calls for it right here. He's got to forget that he has any traffic on a base pass and just attack the zone.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a liner, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? To second for 1. On to first, and it's a double play. A key pitch there with the bases loaded. It winds up stranding the potential tying run at second. And this ball game is over. 3-1 the final score this afternoon. The San Diego Padres led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Blake Snell gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he allows only 2 hits in 5+ innings of work. Keone Kela earns the save out of the bullpen, his first of the year. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ballgame. For the victorious San Diego Padres, 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Diamondbacks, 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ballgame, 2 hours and 43 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon at Petco Park, a sellout.